is the main thing, because Wi-Fi as a spectrum is deregulated. But if the service provision is regulated, then you don't achieve everything. So that is what they created, a framework of what is called PDO, Public Data Office. Public Data Office is what was Public Call Office 40 years back, PCO. Like when there were no mobile phone, there used to be a PCO. So now that problem is solved by the mobile phones. The Public Call Office problem is solved. But for the data, especially in rural, that is still there. So you need a PCO kind of structure, and that is what is called PDO, Public Data Office. Then Public Data Office is the man on the ground, which is actually providing the connectivity to the last mile as a operator, but without a license. That is what government have done. No license required, no registration is required, no spectrum, license spectrum is required, because you will be using Wi-Fi. So anybody, a villager, a person on the road can become a PDO. He has to have a arrangement with what is called PDOA. PDOA is Public Data Office Aggregator, and that is where the infrastructure requirement comes. And then the Public Data Office Aggregator will tie up with the telcos, the ISPs, because without them you cannot reach the cloud. The backhaul is required, middle haul is required. I am solving just last mile problem, but that itself have done a great thing, and that is what you will see. So there are role for everyone. PDO I have already told, actually he is responsible for establishing and maintaining Wi-Fi hotspots and delivery of broadband services to end users. He will be procuring bandwidth through PDO from ISP or TSP, and PDO does the main job here actually, and that is the part of the unbundling part of it. It aggregates multiple WANI enabled Wi-Fi hotspots, authorized, authenticate, security, everything has to be taken care of. Though it is unlicensed, unregulated, but it is a telecom service in the end game. So you have to follow all the rules of the game, and the authentication, the authorization, the security, everything has to be done. And that is how it is done by what is called a central registry. In addition, there is an app provider. Through app you can do a lot of things like these payments, everything can be done. So this pyramid shows this unbundling of the total process, and central registry is one which is nominated by the government, and our technical arm CDOT is maintaining the central registry, that is for the collection of data, for the registration, for the security purpose, because that is what also required. So this is how this works actually. You can see the app provider, the users, the payment gateway also get integrated with this. This is going in more in detail. I will not spend more time, but this is how the deregulation, unbundling and disaggregation. This is how it can make it simple. It can make it cost effective. It can almost make it free of cost actually. You will see how it can be made free of cost. And this is the role of PDO. PDO is the main actor here actually. Public Data Office Aggregator. They have to put AAA server, they have to put captive portal, end user, policies, payment gateway, all the compliance. Because whatever you do, whatever deregulation you do in our country, some rules are there, especially national security related. So those have to be complied with at par with the telco. So everything is performed by PDO. And this is what the user data flow happens. We will not go much in detail here, and how access point is discovered, that is through registry, and this is the overall process. So these presentation or slides will be available, and this is what I am showing, a real case which was done by our CDOT, who are very active in all these things, our telecom development arm actually. So you have a service provider, so that means you still need a service provider, ISP, TSP, because of the backhaul. But then you have a VNO kind of thing. VNO is like virtual network operator, and that is, this PDO is almost in that category. At the end, and that is the most important part of this VLE, village level entrepreneur, who becomes a PDO, Public Data Office, and he gets registered with the PDOA, PDO is registered with the central registry and have a arrangement with the ISP and TSP, and lot of subsidies are given, lot of exemptions are given. Exemptions from the license fees is there, that you know famous AGR in India 8%. So as PDO or as PDOA, you don't have to give that 8%. That is a state thing. Then you have actually subsidy when you procure the bandwidth from the TSP or ISP. It is almost 50%. You get some capital subsidy also. We have a fund called USO fund. Lot of subsidies are given so that there is a business case and it becomes what is called affordable. In the villages, you may take the connectivity, but then it should be affordable, and that is what it makes actually. In India, there is I myself run a video kind of company. We are called $1 internet company. $1 internet company means in $1 for 1 month, you can get 1 GB per day. So the cost of 1 GB becomes about 2.5 rupees, or you can say 3 cents. On the first day when it was inaugurated, and it was mainly from the telco point of view or mobile operator point of view, we are the lowest in the world, and that also when you take the telco cost, which is 12 cents. 12 cents per GB, even that is lowest. But when you use PM-WANI concept, it becomes 3 cents per GB. How? Because of PM-WANI deregulation and the Wi-Fi, where the spectrum is free. And you will see some more innovations which are done.